But what have you guys been up to recently?
Yeah, I mean,
What? It's a topical episode.
I know. I don't know. It's just funny. You're like, so fucking talk.
Yeah.
Will you just shut the fuck
Yeah,
up and talk?
do some shit. What are you here for, bro?
yeah.
Well, I suppose me and Gart went to the UK.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You went to Wales?
I went to Wales. Yeah, I didn't really go to the UK. Just went, well, the
What
UK.
are you talking about?
Is Wales not UK?
I'm trying to change things. I'm trying to change things.
He's trying to be superior.
Look,
because
this-
he, as a Welshman, he was like, I'm not part of England.
No.
Actually, you know.
well, yeah, I only spent one day in London. So
Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to clear this stuff up to non-UK people because it's already confusing enough as it is. Of like,
Okay,
what's not UK and what is UK, and
Great Britain is the main island, the big mass that we all know, not including any of Ireland, and then the United Kingdom.
that's Wales and Scotland included.
Yes,
And England.
And England, yeah.
And
Yes.
then the United Kingdom is Wales, Scotland, and
Northern Ireland.
England.
Northern Ireland, right?
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, and
Okay.
yeah. So that's,
So you went
that's,
to the UK.
Well,
Yeah.
some say, some say, some say.
Fuck's sake!
Some
All right,
say.
you went to Wales.
Went to Wales. It was a lot of fun because we did and this was a little while ago now. I'm sure people, they're like, oh, honk, shoot me, old news. But no, it was a lot of fun. I got to finally do something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time, which was kind of show Wales as hopefully an interesting place and not the memes of it being a barren Ohio wasteland that people talk about.
Is that the memes around? I'm not up to date on the Wales memes.
The
so-
Wales memes is that all there is to do there is shag sheep.
Valid.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Because if you ever ask someone from the UK if they're from England, they'll just be like, yeah, it's nothing there because they've never been.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Because when it's in your backyard, you don't really. I'd rather go to France or
Yeah.
Italy. Or,
Sure.
Because even me, I was like, yeah, I've never been to Wales. And then we were like, and then you were like, yo, we had a show in Cardiff.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not Wales. Is that Wales?
Is that not the fucking capital?
Well, it's only like a new capital.
Explain.
I don't know. We can fact check this.
I don't know the
capital-
Wales law.
When did capital become the Cardiff of Wales? It's like a recent capital, and it is the biggest city for sure.
Yeah.
But it's other than having a castle in the middle of the town, which is very cool and
That
Welsh.
was cool.
1955.
1955, okay.
Yeah, 1955.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of biased. I feel like because all the cool shit is just outside of Cardiff. And I feel
Right.
I would think that as well.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't know, traveling to Cardiff, I'm just like, oh, this is like almost like just another London almost.
Yeah,
You know?
kind of. It's like just the big hub, really. And
Yeah.
it is very
Yeah.
nice. And it's a really lovely city. But
Yeah.
I feel like when I thinking of like all the really Welsh things, I think about.
I feel more
places.
times than not as well. I don't know if it's just because of the countries that I've been to. I feel more times than not, the capital city of a country is usually the most boring part of that city.
Well, it's the
Or
most like
country.
sterile because it has
Yeah.
to be kind of
Yeah.
the hub where all the masses.
Yeah,
and
because if I ask people to come to Australia, I'm not going to be like, yo, you should check out Canberra.
yeah.
Because what the fuck is there to do in Canberra?
Well, yeah, it's like Canberra too. They decided they were like in 1955. They was like, man, okay,
Yeah.
we'll make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Would
but-
you say the same thing about London?
No.
London's its own thing.
London's a beast.
Yeah. it is like its own thing that is, I think, separate to all of England. But I would say London's still like worth going to. But
Also,
it's,
London's just fucking old as shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a Roman stronghold. I
It's
think. I think
huge as well.
there's still some of the original walls the Romans built. I think like I don't know how many years ago. It must have been 1500 or 2000
Damn.
years ago. It's still like there. They've just been built over. Weird that we just thought to do that. Just fucking build over it. I guess stuff just gets old.
That's
Yeah.
cool, though. At least you
it's
guys
cool.
have that history and culture around it.
Yeah.
Australia's like, oh, what's the oldest thing we got?
True.
A 150-year-old pub. That's about it.
I'm sure there's some really cool shit that's old in Australia.
I'm sure. Well, I mean, all
You got a big rock,
when
right,
you-
in the desert. It's a pretty cool rock.
I mean, yeah,
Really, we don't got a big rock.
that is true. I mean, you can't climb it anymore, though.
Yeah, this is a shame.
Yeah, because it's protected land now, which is understandable. But the problem with Ayers Rock is that it's like that one thing where you go to or you look at Australia and everyone is like, oh, but you guys have
It's like-
Ayers
it's
Rock,
like
which
middle
is
of
like
fucking nowhere.
yeah, it's just in the middle of the desert. This giant slab of rock, and it's the single biggest, I think, rock slab on the planet or something.
Half of these things are only popular, I'm convinced, because tour agencies existed in the past. And they're like, no, we'll just take you there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But if you actually go to Ayers Rock, there is actually nothing around it. Like
I
from the
imagine that's
closest
cool,
city
though.
to Ayers Rock, I think it's like a 6-hour drive or something.
I imagine it is really cool, though, to look at it.
I'm
but
sure it
probably
is.
not
I've
worth-
never been, so I don't
For
know.
me, I'm a little too lazy. That doesn't sound worth
Yeah.
I'd rather just sit in a tent in like
Yeah.
Melbourne on the street and just stand outside the Crown Casino. Can I have 5 pence, please? I need to hit black.
I mean, that is also an Australian experience, to be fair. Yeah.
I love the concept of this. It's just like, oh, it's just big rock.
It is. It's big rock. Big rock in middle of country.
Man is like, what is worth seeing? Oh, big rock over there.
It's the Audi belly button of
Obviously,
Australia.
I think we're memeing a bit, but I know there's some like with the did you say Aboriginal or like what did you say?
Indigenous Australians.
Yeah, is that offensive to say Aboriginal?
See, the term changes all the time. So when I was a kid, it was okay to say Aboriginal or even Indigenous Australian. I think they're called First Nation people now. Kai, you're Australian. You should know this, bro.
I saw the panic in Joey's eyes, being like, "Please let this be
Look,
right."
I've been out of the country for 10 years, so give me some slack. I think they're called First Nation people now, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, the term is constantly changing. Yes.
Yeah.
I think the rock has quite a rock.
Incredibly.
Like it's a pebble.
Yeah.
Like this fucking stone. It's quite significantly culturally important to people of Australia.
Yeah, it's like
First Nation
it's
people.
like a ultra sacred area.
Yeah, that's why they closed it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That
yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I think if I had a really fucking sick rock that meant a lot, I think I'd be like, stop fucking climbing on it.
It's like, get off.
Stop pissing all over my rock.
Get off
Get the
it.
fuck off my rock.
My
It's like Australians.
Yeah, my-
Savages. A lot of them.
My parents went to Ayers Rock like before I was born, and my dad told me the story of, I guess, you know, this was like maybe, I don't know, not even within the first 10 years of my mum being in Australia. So she was very heavily underestimating Australian weather. So, because to get to Ayers Rock, you first have to go to Alice Springs, which is already in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then from there, I think it's like a 4 or 5 hour drive. So my parents went to Alice Springs because they wanted to go to Ayers Rock. And my mum, bless her heart, she was like, oh, let's rent out a scooter and scoot to Ayers Rock. Not knowing that the drive was there, and it's also like 40 degrees at all times.
Yeah, I think
and that's how a lot of people die. Is on the
5
way,
hour
5 hour
God
drive. It's a
damn.
500, almost a 500 kilometer drive to Uluru. But yeah, it's just really funny. She was reminiscing about it. You know, you're in 40 something degree heat in the middle of a desert. And, you know, you just think like, oh, I can see it over in the horizon.
Yeah.
So it's just a quick drive. And you drive for hours and
Never
hours.
ends.
And it's like, why is it not getting any closer?
I feel like your dad trolled a little bit here. He should have vetoed this scooter idea.
Yeah, I don't know. My dad should have known better. I feel, Dad, you should have
Oh
known
yeah,
better.
fucking love some sand and fucking.
I was
heat
like, well,
being
if the
blasted
wife
at me.
says so, I guess I'll do it.
maybe
I guess I'll risk my life to go
Oh,
to
no,
this rock.
I feel like your dad has the fuck it, we ball kind of energy as well.
He
you
does
know?
it. Yeah,
I
he
feel
does.
like your dad will be like, this will. I feel like your dad saw it as an opportunity to make it so that he's always consulted now on future decisions. That's what I saw. He's like, yeah, I'll fucking do it. That's it.
It's like, all right, just this once. You've got the reins, but we'll see how it goes from there.
That's the strat. You have to hit it. You have to hit it with a. I don't know about this, and then do it anyway, and then be like,
It's like, well, don't say I didn't tell
and
you
then,
so.
then you can't say I told you so. 'cause
Yeah.
Then you have to save the I told you so.
Yeah.
True.
You have to restrain yourself from saying I told you so, John.
No. It's not about the I told you so. This is called marriage couple.
Yeah.
Like, this is the strat. All right. You never say I told you so.
then they
You
can never say it to you.
They're wrong.
Yeah.
But in a situation like this, you can be like, well, honey, this last time, just I'm just saying, you know.
It'll come back. It's like interest. You gotta let it sit. The longer you sit on it, the more
It becomes like a Pavlovian effect. The next time my mom is like, oh, I want to drive, you just have to say Uluru. And she's like, it's like, you take the wheel.
But no,
Sorry for calling you out, Mom. You don't watch Trash Days. It's fine.